we are gonna go and call our very first client. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new video. It is a beautiful 1 degree outside. It has just snowed this morning and I am officially done with all of my exams, which means I can finally go and get started with building everything in terms of this company. So in this video, we're gonna go and create the website. We're gonna register a business email address thingy. I'm gonna call my first client, so stick around to see that. We're actually gonna cold call them. And I have bought a ton of new equipment for filming all of those videos. So I've bought like this magic arm. I have bought a suction cup for cool glass mounted videos. It's this one right here. Just mounts my new camera on top of that. And I've bought a bunch of filters. I am actually rocking one that's called Black Mist right now. It like softens skin tones and makes lights be like this diffused, it gives lights this diffused look, so it kind of gets a old film look, something like that. And a bunch of other filters like a polarizer and an ND filter, which is in there. But that's just the technicalities of filming videos. I can't even speak English anymore because I haven't filmed a video in so long. I was basically just studying all the time, and I am finally done. So I think we should go and get started with the website. I have laid out the website quite a bit up until this point, and it's starting to look like the design that I've made in the last video. Now, the color scheme itself will be different because I'm just really not happy with it, and I still have to adapt all of the colors, so the website looks pretty much all over the place. But just so you see how far I've actually gotten, I'll just turn my camera around. This icon still has to be adapted. I got the nav header. This button still has to be adapted. I also have this weird issue where I can't make this text like any bolder. Like it's supposed to be quite a bit thicker on the design, but I just can't do it. And then I've added the footer, but the footer still has to be adapted as well. And I got myself some more coffee because we're doing a coffee break now, and after that I will keep working. Let's go. Would you look at that? That doesn't even look too bad, or does it? Like I said, the colors still have to be matched, but we're getting somewhere. This entire thing took me probably like 2 to 3-ish hours of actual work. I mean, I do take a bit longer if I'm filming stuff on the side because I have to set up the camera, I have to align the shots, you know, so that makes me a bit slower, but that should be fine. Anyhow, we're gonna go to the gym now. It's upper body day, and afterwards we're gonna keep working. I just got back from the gym and I thought about something. Anytime that I remember that I have to like actually call a business and ask them if they're interested in my services, I get so nervous. Like I haven't even called them and I'm getting incredibly nervous by just thinking about it. So this is definitely gonna be interesting. But I guess if I don't do it, who will, right? So this is one of those things where you're supposed to be out of your comfort zone, and I definitely am. So I haven't done this. I haven't like done this ever. So, and I hate phone calls. I just hate them. Like, is there anybody who enjoys talking to people on the phone? Because I'm not one of them. So we'll see where that goes. But in the meantime, I'll finish my website, and then we're gonna keep going tomorrow because it's already 20:45. So we'll see how long I'll keep going today. We are on our way back home from my girlfriend's house. It is a beautiful 0 degrees Celsius outside. The German weather is doing its thing again. It is snowing, but it's not. There's no snow anywhere. It's just like raining, but snowing. German weather at its finest. And so the plan for today is that we are going to send back a bunch of lights that I have bought, because I wanted to make some like better looking background for my YouTube videos while I'm at home with my parents. But like I ordered 2 sets of lights. The first ones that I ordered only have like some sort of a motion sensor and are just not fitting for some ambient lighting. And the second ones, they need batteries, and 2 out of 3 of them are not working, so I have to send all of them back. And that's what we're gonna do today. And after that, we're gonna keep working on the website. We're gonna hit the gym again, and we'll see where the day goes. And I also have to register a business email today. At least I'll try to fit it in as well. So that's what we're gonna do. And what I wanted to talk about right now is, actually I'm doing some car vlogging right now because I have like a suction cup for my car now. And what I wanted to talk about is the fact that I have literally been lying awake all night today. So I was probably awake for like 4 hours before I slept in. Because like I just couldn't sleep. I just had to think like about this entire like cold calling companies all the time, and so I just couldn't sleep because of that. I was thinking through everything, like what I would say, how I would like call them at all. What if they, rejected me? Because it boils down to fear of rejection most of the time, which is the main issue in this case. So, like I said, I'm pretty scared when it comes to that. And we'll see where that will go. Anyhow, I believe, or I'm sure, that once I get like my first couple of calls down, that this will become quite a bit easier for me. At least that's what I hope. So we'll see about that. Aside from that, I am still not quite sure about what to do with my website, because of all of the references. So, I have a design in mind. I have also implemented the design. I'm just not sure if I'm quite too happy with it yet. And also, I'm kind of out of ideas when it comes to listing references on a website. I do think, however, that I'll stick with the design that I got right now, just because the website doesn't need to be perfect straight from the beginning. I'll try to perfect it as much as I possibly can. But if there's like a couple of flaws, then they shouldn't be too bad. So these right here are the lights that are not working. And if I just grab the remote, it looks pretty cool if it turns on. Hold on, there you go. If I turn off the light, you can see those two lights up in there. And 3 out of 3 are working, but the other 3 are not. So those are the ones we gotta send back. And then these ones right here are the other ones because they were with a motion sensor only. And I bought a ton of batteries, so, and this charging station, so this has to go as well. And we're just gonna package all of that up now. Alrighty, now that's all packaged up right here. Ooh. I have to take all of those to a DHL, and then this one's gotta go to a UPS for whatever reason. And I had to cut some cardboard to actually fit this because the original package was kind of, well, messed up. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm really not sure in which angle I should put the camera. I'm trying this angle now. It's basically right in front of me, just so I can like still see out of the window. And then off to my rear view mirror is the camera. So I got no clue. Before it was on the passenger side, now it's right here. I gotta see what looks best. Anyway, we got the packages. We got a double espresso, which I just spilled over myself. And now we're gonna go and drive to give all those packages back. I do also like the microphone on my seatbelt right here. Oh, my windows are all foggy. I don't know. I think it's pretty practical because the DJI Mic 2's got like this tiny clip which I can use to just mount it on there, and that's pretty damn useful. Oh, there's a truck coming. Oh, it's whatever. Let's go drive behind another truck. You know what I kind of thought about? It's the fact that, you know, I've built 3 products so far, and two of those were mobile apps. I'm pretty certain that my first app, Jesus, what was that? That was a rock. And I'm pretty certain that my first app, the fitness app, if that wasn't my first app, that might have actually done quite well, because I started that when I was 17, now I'm 20 years old. And I feel like if I understood marketing quite a bit better and I was not that slow with developing mobile apps at the time, and now I'm obviously a lot quicker because I do also know what to focus on, right? And so if I built that app now, and if now was like the time where all of those fitness apps were just so hyped, right? Because I was starting that app when everybody was getting into fitness during Corona, then that app might have actually done pretty well. But you live and you learn, and I've learned a ton from building that app and failing miserably. And I guess that is just knowledge and wisdom that I can now use to make my future products better, I guess. It's quite a pity, but the difficulty with developing mobile apps is just that if you're not in the top 10% or in the top 10, 15 apps of any Play Store listing, if you search for it, then there's almost no chance that you'll get any users. And even if you do, then the question is how you are gonna monetize your app, because monetization is a lot easier said than done, especially because very few people actually pay for mobile apps, right? The tendency is that iOS users will pay quite a bit more than Android users, because obviously if you're running a premium phone and you're willing to spend a lot more money on a phone, then you are statistically more willing to spend more money in general. So even though iOS actually has a lot less users than Android, I think they are pretty equal in terms of revenue. But but with a lot less users on the iOS store. So that's pretty interesting. So if you ever want to just focus on mobile apps, if you want to focus on one platform, you should probably focus on iOS first, even though you need a MacBook or a Mac Mini, which are actually the new Mac Minis are pretty cheap. If you just want to go and develop some iOS apps, I think the base version is pretty fine. You just got to get like an external SSD drive for it. But other than that, developing mobile apps is hard, dude. It's so hard. Like, sure, you can get it pretty easily into the store, but like getting users and marketing it and getting people to pay for it is hard. Like, I can run ads in my apps, right? And that makes me probably like $2 monthly. So, and that's like, I might as well just not make that, right? So it's hard. App development is really hard and really competitive, and so is web development in general. But I'm hoping that by not just providing my services via Upwork or Fiverr, where the barrier of entry is quite low because they are doing everything for you, I'm hoping that by cold calling clients and acquiring them myself, I will hopefully be quite a bit more successful. Let's go and drop those packages off. I'm back. I have to find a UPS store now in that small town, because they only take DHL and they don't take any UPS. So I actually gotta move a ton of files over. Oh, I just got off my microphone. That didn't hold up really well. Let's try this again. I actually have to move a ton of files over to my computer. I filmed probably like 400 gigabytes at this point. So like I said, I will probably need to buy a new storage card, portable SD card, probably something like that. Maybe a 2 terabyte one for like $140 or something like that. Look at this. I spent way too long making this, but I cut myself out. That was the image that I used on my last website that I didn't like, to fit this perfect rectangular shape, and I had to like awkwardly reproduce this rounded corner. I made it way too complicated, but it works and it looks great. So I'm glad that's done. Hold on. Let me show my website to you guys. This is what it looks like right now. I'm too lazy to screen record. So yeah, I used orange and then light blue, and then we got some nice accent headings above the main headings. We got some cards going on about our benefits. Then there's some short text about me and that amazing photoshopped picture. I had to fix that corner up right here. I don't know anything about Photoshop and that was way too much effort. And then references. Those do not link to anything yet, so we gotta fix that. And here's the let's talk section where I gotta figure things out. And obviously we gotta do some legal compliance stuff with, you know, all of the, how's it called? I don't remember the word. All of the legal stuff going on. Also made it responsive, so it should look good on all screens up until the smallest, which you will probably find commercially, which is around 320 in width. And so it really, if it gets any smaller than that, obviously we're gonna have some issues because of this part up here. But aside from that, if we just set it to like an iPhone SE or something, it looks pretty good. It's not animated yet, and I will do that at some point, but that's just not important at this point. And yeah, the website's looking actually pretty damn good. Alrighty, so that was probably a solid 12 hours of working today, if you count in my day job. And we are gonna go and head to the gym now. So I kept working on, I decided to now do the contact form anyways, because I don't just want to half-ass it. And then, oh wait, hold on, I have to change the setting on my camera because the gimbal is moving while I'm driving, which is not good. There you go. Hope you can see me good. At least halfway good. So I fixed the contact form because we don't want to half-ass it. Damn, it's negative 6 degrees Celsius. That's cold. I had to implement a API route for that because I want the message to be sent to my email address. So we're doing some full stack development there. It wasn't too hard. Used a bit of ChatGPT because I just wanted to speed things up and get it over with. And tomorrow, like I said, I'm hoping that I can actually call the first business. I have no clue about sales calls, but we'll see where that goes. So it's 8 o'clock, negative 6 degrees. I should be at home, chilling, taking a hot shower or something, or hanging out with my girlfriend. But here we are on our way to the gym to train legs. And I gotta get up at like 6 or 7 a.m. tomorrow again. But, you know, we are working all the time. And so gym is like the only time where I don't have to think about anything, which is a good thing, you know. There has to be some sort of a stress relief and thought relief, and for me that's just working out. So that is really important to me, to just go and get my workouts in. They don't need to be too long, they don't need to be too like draining. I just gotta go, work out a bit, lift or run, and then I do feel a lot better. And if I don't, like doing my I'm freezing my ass off, dude. It's so cold, my engine is still cold. Like during exam season, when I was just way too busy with studying all the time and I couldn't like work out, I had no time, and I wouldn't work out for a couple of days in a row, I would just feel horrible. Like I need to work out to feel good, right? And sometimes people don't get that, but for me that's just a very real thing. So we're gonna go and work out, and I hope that there's nobody there so I can go and record some footage without disturbing anyone. Oh, I see cars. Oh wow, the gym is full. It's packed. Oh no, I can't film. Dang it. Well, guess we're just not gonna go and film then. We are done with leg day. Gotta turn my light back on. And we're heading home, and I'll see what I can get done tomorrow. Obviously I have to get up early, work my day job again, and then we'll see if I can actually manage to call some companies, because I haven't like looked up anyone's because I didn't have time today. Well, I was busy with everything else, with the website and stuff. So there is that. Anyhow, we're heading home, and I will keep recording tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a toasty -8 degrees outside on this beautiful Wednesday morning, and we have a problem. I realized that I have to take pictures for websites, and I have no clue about taking pictures. You know, I can hold up my camera like this just fine, but I can't take like professional grade pictures of buildings or businesses for them to have a great website, right? I can only use stock footage as much as I can, but there is a limit to using stock footage on your website, right? If you're making it for something like a restaurant or something, you want to have pictures of the restaurant, right? So I texted this guy on Instagram, and he's in my region, and asked him, you know, what would that cost? And I'm still waiting for some feedback, but we'll see. And this will get quite expensive. Like I've known people who have worked with him, and this is just the regular pricing. He's just a professional photographer, right? But like one of those shoots cost maybe $1,000, right? And this is something that I have to offload to the client at the end of the day. So that is just the reality. And I was like really stressed yesterday because I didn't really know how to handle this, right? If I should just get a camera myself, but I can't take good pictures. That's just nothing that I'm good at. I'm half-ass good at. I'm somewhat good at writing websites and maybe designing them, but that's where it ends, right? So we'll see. And if that doesn't work out, maybe I'll go to someone else. I didn't call a website. I didn't call a business yet, by the way, because I kind of don't want to call a business while I don't have things like this figured out, right? And I'm also looking at like CMSs, so content management systems, because there's a point at which some businesses need to upload things, even if it's just like the menu on a restaurant or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. And they are a little expensive. So, you know, there is a free tier with one account that is supposed to be free forever. But they get expensive so quickly. Like you'll easily look at like $300 a month. Or this is like 280 Craft CMS that I'm looking at. I've also looked at something like Payload. They're like $35 a month. But that's quite a bit just for being able to upload like one document or a menu or something like that. So this is something that I will have to talk to the client about. I've also looked into WordPress, but I don't know PHP. I'm a JavaScript developer or a TypeScript developer, and I don't know PHP, which is an issue. Should I learn PHP now, or should I avoid WordPress as much as I possibly can? Or maybe use it for like the simplest of projects, or just go with something like Wix, which is kind of not that great, right? Wix or those no-code tools that are exclusively no-code are kind of pretty limited when it comes to things. Because I've seen a website where they told me that it was made with Wix, and there was an issue where there was just some giant space right in the website. So we still have to figure all of that out. We are gonna go and call our very first client. I'm excited and a bit scared, but this should hopefully... Well, we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I don't wanna... Okay, they are not picking up. Ah, that's not good. Oh my god. Dude, my heart is racing. It's racing. Shit. Okay, let me... Hold on. Okay, who else could I call? Should we go and try again, or is it a bad time? Who are we gonna call? I have nine companies so far.
Die gewählte Rufnummer ist uns nicht bekannt. Bitte überprüfen Sie die Rufnummer.
Okay, that number for some reason does not exist. Interesting. I got it from the website. Let me just look up their website again. Hallo, hier spricht Moore. Bin ich da richtig beim... Ciao, schönen Tag noch. Alrighty. The first one that did pick up, he said there is no need for it because he apparently he's alone and he's 62 and he gets so many customers at this point that he cannot do it all by himself. So there is no need for it. He also didn't want an additional email, but that's totally fine. So we're just gonna cross him out. Now I gotta say, I will probably cut out the conversation just because, I mean, my videos are in English and I'm speaking German. So why is my microphone getting so... am I speaking too loud? I hope my microphone gets better now. I fixed some sensitivity things, but for some reason it keeps resetting it after I shut down my camera and my mic. So that is odd. Anyhow, that also explains why my microphone was kind of weird sometimes and a little bit too loud. Whatever, we're just gonna go and call this gentleman. Somebody is already calling. They are not free. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? This is... I mean, now that I've done my first actual call, I guess it's gotten a lot easier because I'm kind of used to it. At least more than I was before. But I'm still shaking, honestly. We're gonna wait for like 5 minutes and then we're gonna go and call him again. Still. Oh, well. It is now 15 o'clock and we're gonna go and call the lawyer again and see if he's interested. Hallo, hier spricht Moore. Wäre es möglich, dass ich den Herrn spreche?
Der ist auswärts unterwegs. Um was geht's denn?
Der ist auswärts unterwegs. Ciao. Okay, he is... I should call him back tomorrow at 11 or 11:30. So I'll see if I have time there. Well, so that was our second actual call. And the other photographer that I have tried to call, she actually sent me a WhatsApp message and was asking why I was calling, and offered her my services, and also said, you know, I'm also in the process of needing a photographer for other clients, and what that would cost. And I'm still waiting for a response to that. She declined my offer with a new website, but at least I should have a connection to a photographer now for my future clients, if I ever get any. So that is that. Doesn't seem too bad. Now I guess I should end the video here and put the other calls in the next video, because who's texting me? The video is getting quite long. I've recorded probably like 500 gigabytes of video at this point, and we'll see if I will use all of it. I probably won't. So yeah, I guess we kinda successfully talked to our first clients, which is something. I wish I would have closed the deal by now, but I will look up some more businesses to call, and we will see where it goes from there. Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you're interested in this, subscribe to the channel. There will be more content like this, so if you want to see me build this entire thing up from scratch and just not try to sell you a course about it, then you're at the right place. So I'm trying to keep this as authentic as I possibly can. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!